Welcome to Remelations. We're your hosts. I'm Mindy.
And I'm Brooke.
Remelations is a dream interpretation podcast where we read listeners' dreams, from nightmares to the just plain bizarre. Join us as we give our comedic interpretation of your fucked up REM cycle. This week, we're reading dreams about new jobs, bullies, and bra measurements.
And we're also talking about demons and mannequins.
Creepy all the way around.
We're also talking about King Tut and how the ancient Egyptian civilization were the first to do dream interpretation.
Dream journals all the way around. All right, bestie, let's get started.
Woo!
Well, hi. Yeah, we're both wearing the same color today.
I know, and we look good. You look so cute with your braids.
I was like, fuck. I was sitting here waiting, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to braid my hair.
Remember when you braided my hair for me when I went on my trip?
I do. I got the French braid down now.
That was very special. You don't know how much that made my trip easier. I'm not even kidding. For real. I'm not even joking. Thank you so much.
Hi, we're here. What a fucking week.
What a fucking week today or this weekend last week.
Like, what the hell? I mean, we're past Mercury retrograde. Like what the fuck's going on?
I mean, we had that weird full moon already. That's gone. Come on.
I don't know.
Please give us a break.
It's a new month. So hopefully things will be better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers. Here's how my night started. My kids used all my printer ink, so I had to print it off, all my notes off in red.
It's wrong. Incorrect.
So our oldest son has band camp this week and flag camp, so was printing off it's what do you call it?
Calligraphy?
No, like when you corrugate, like you put everything together.
Collage.
No, not a collage. Colgate. Is that what it's called?
That's a toothpaste.
Like when you put different you put packets together. It starts with a C.
Collate.
That's it.
I'm like, Colgate?
Close enough.
Brush.
So he collated all of these formation shit and stuff for band camp, and so I used all my printer ink. So I'm printing on red tonight.
That's all right. We can just pretend like it's in another color. Be positive. It's not red. It's not screaming off the page at you.
It's going to be a good night. I feel it in my bones. I've got wine. Right? You've got a White Claw. It's going to be good.
No, I have 2 White Claws, and that makes all the difference.
No. But anyways, we've got 2 dreams to read tonight.
We do. I'm very excited about mine. I don't know about you.
Oh, good. I've got a funny one. If you don't mind, I'll get started.
Yes. Go.
Okay. This dream comes from Lily, and it's a funny one, so lighthearted.
Thanks, Lily.
I had a dream yesterday that I got an office job working for PetSmart.
Okay.
For our bestie out there who doesn't know what PetSmart is, it is a national pet supply store.
Yes.
Here
Good way to describe it. Yes.
Okay. So Lily got a job working for PetSmart. The job itself was fine, just really boring. The guy a few cubicles down was named Eddie. So I'm guessing it must be like a corporate job at PetSmart.
She's got
not
that.
just like
she's not in a
regular
store.
Retail. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a guy a few cubicles down named Eddie. He hated me. Now, I don't know Eddie in real life, but he did look exactly like this kid, Ricardo, who bullied me in middle school.
That's so funny. Eddie and Ricardo.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a soap opera.
Totally soap opera names. Dream Eddie hated me because he said I only got this 16-hour entry-level job because of my sister. Eddie said my sister, we'll call her Anne, who volunteered at the animal shelter, slept with the manager, and that's why I got the job. Eddie's pissed.
Wow, Eddie. Cool off, buddy.
He's a dick.
Cool off.
Okay. Eddie would also ruin my day by stealing and throwing away my water bottles and sending threatening emails.
This guy's a dick.
To make matters worse, Eddie also kept saying my last name wrong.
Oh.
And when I asked him to stop, he started calling me Frankenbeans.
Frankenbeans!
No. First of all, like, don't stop being a dick. I mean,
my God, who calls each other names as adults?
Okay, like Frankenbeans.
Maybe an endearing nickname, but clearly he was not saying it to be nice.
No, but why choose that one?
I know, that's so random. It just reminds me of There's Something About Mary. Ooh, where he gets his beans above the Frank, if you know what I mean, with his zipper. Mm-hmm. I love that movie.
That's a great movie. Hashtag,
what is Cameron Diaz's dream?
Yes. There we go.
Sorry,
we'd love to know.
Snapping. I'm so excited because
we'd love to know.
Might hear from someone now. We're so close, Mindy.
Yeah, so I have someone to share pod news, so stay tuned for that section.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, so Eddie's a complete dickweed. Okay.
Yeah.
He calls her Frank and Beans. Whatever. He's just messing with her full fucking day here at PetSmart Corporate.
PetSmart Corporate.
Scene change.
Ooh, okay.
I am now bra shopping with my boss. For God knows what reason.
As one does.
Office supplies, maybe. Bra shopping, definitely crossing a line there.
I don't care if you're male, female, other. You don't take your employees bra shopping.
I think that's in the employee manual.
If not, it should be.
You know those videos that you watch about what should be allowed and not allowed? That's definitely in there. No bra shopping.
I got the big red X over it. Like
Okay, so bra shopping with her boss. We were at some department store in the bra section, and there was a bra measuring station. Convenient, right?
I should go to a bra measuring station. It might enlighten me. They always say you never are wearing the right size bra that you should.
Yeah, but every time
go to like a professional and have it like.
Every time I go to Victoria's Secret or whatever bra shop and they measure you, it's like it's a different size every time someone measures me. So like, I don't know what kind of science this is.
If science at all.
Well, let me tell you how this bra measuring station works.
I can't wait.
Okay, she says, of course, we thought they'd just have measuring tape and a chart. But instead, it was a giant plank of polished wood.
Oh my God, what? Okay.
The measuring instrument stood 3 feet in the air with measurement marks on it. It looked like part of one of those contraptions they used in PE for the sit and reach part of the presidential fitness test thing.
The sit and reach.
Which was
one of the only ones I was good at.
Really?
I could stretch really far for some reason. I could do the shuttle run for some reason. I could do the sit-ups for some reason, even though one time I farted and I was really embarrassed. That was in high school. You're trying so hard to get those sit-ups. And of course it was a dude who was holding my feet, but I kept going.
It must not have been the gym class I was in then.
No, I don't think so. But we had to do it every year. Yeah. I just couldn't do the mile. No, thanks, Tom Hanks.
Okay, well, I just got to continue here.
Yes.
With that contraption that looked like the sit and reach. You just had to pull out your boob and plop it on the plank and measure it. This seems really
like a mammogram. Like just let them flop on the plank of wood.
The labels on each notch weren't normal numbers either. They were like random words, like bird, bicycle, locust, pear, etc.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You wear a size beer.
And a letter or a number. So you're like a 32 locust. What the fuck?
This is too good. 32 locusts.
I would rather have the system rather than AB.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting. Like, system. Who wants to hear ABCD anymore? It's boring.
I'm totally implementing this new one. 95 bicycle.
Is that what 90? Oh, you're changing the number part.
Yeah, I'm going to change all of it. 76.2 3/4
Pier.
pier.
It's the only one I can remember for some
Bird, bicycle, locust, pier.
I don't know.
There was a lot.
I think 32 Locust might be my favorite. I think it also might be an address here in Topeka.
I lived near 32 and Central.
Yes,
I did.
You did.
Okay.
I remember.
Well, this system of bra measurement didn't make any sense. So I was like, let's just try some on and see how they fit because this is bizarre.
Right.
Then a bitchy rando sales lady comes over and told me that I wasn't allowed to try any on. And if I don't understand the sizing, I can just leave.
Fine.
And then I woke up.
Fine. Oh my God. I would have been like, peace. Oh, that was a good one, Lily.
Wow.
Me laughing.
I've never heard of one like this. Is a new, totally different genre of dreams we have yet to go into.
We really tapped into something new. Thank you so much. Oh, that was a good one. That was really funny.
Wow.
Now I have to take a breather because I'm like, my stomach hurts.
And now I'm just wondering what size I really am.
Oh God, you're probably a 32 was skeleton one?
Skeleton? No, we should make it. Definitely.
I think you're a 32 punch bowl.
I don't want to be 32. Can I just be like a 1?
You can be, okay, you're going to be a 750 punch bowl.
Fine. And you're going to be a 3 emerald.
I'm going to go into a place like, do you guys have any 3 emeralds here? Let's see what they say. I'm like, I'm a size 3 emerald. My friend told me.
This is a whole new system. Have you been to Macy's lately? Come on.
Be like, have you not used one of those bra measuring stations? Do you not have a plank of wood here?
You just plop it out with your boss there watching, which makes it the most uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm so glad you started with this dream. It put me in such a good mood.
Told you it was going to be good.
It is good. It's very good.
But now getting into the interpretation of this dream.
Yes.
So it starts with Lily getting a job at PetSmart. And again, new jobs are stressful. It's definitely a stress type dream because it's just awkward, right? It's funny, but it's also stressful. It's kind of a good balance between the two.
I get it. I'm
new job. I know.
my job.
You're in that season of life.
Yes, I am.
But it's PetSmart. So if I'm thinking people who work at PetSmart are probably people who love pets. And people like that are very kind and empathetic.
Yeah.
And, have big hearts. Like, if you want to work in a company that is for animals, then maybe you're just a kind person to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then comes in fucking Eddie.
Eddie! Oh,
the
he's
bully.
Just the worst.
Like, he's the worst part of this dream. The rest of it, good, but he brings it down.
And why is he even poking his stupid little head in the stream? That's what I want to know.
Right?
Who is her Eddie in real life?
Well, she did mention a Ricardo from junior high, which
that's right.
Let's go into junior high bullies for a second here. Isn't that the worst time of life? Bestie, did you have a bully out there in your life? Brooke, you?
I did not. And I'm like, I'm trying to find wood to knock on because I think I might have been one of the only people.
So you were the bully.
No, not that.
No, I know you're not.
I'm like, no.
She got so upset. She knocked over her microphone.
I'm not that person either. Maybe that's why it was. It was like, I was just nice.
You were just in between.
I was in between. I was like maybe not even known, like I don't know, but
you just kind of melded into the woodwork.
But I mean, I know people who were tormented. My brother was tormented. Friends were not you. I mean, not
in middle school. I was before I knew you
in middle school, but I'm talking about since I've known you. But I'm just like horror stories, and I always feel like, my God, I am so lucky that nothing like that happened to me because I feel so bad. Bullying it disgusts me. It really does.
Right. And it's a lot of it is, happens when you're younger, when kids are just fun, they're expressing themselves in ways that maybe their home life isn't great, or maybe, there's stresses in their life and they're taking it out on someone else. And that's usually what bullies are, right? They're usually just people who are lacking something in their own identities that they turn around and take it out on someone else. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's
that old saying, people who hurt.
Yeah, are hurt. Sure.
Yeah.
And so I remember, and you went to Jones Junior High, right? Because all the Catholic schools did.
No, I did not. I was at
Oh.
St. Joseph the Worker.
So you guys didn't go to Jones?
And I wanted to so badly because
Oh.
we didn't have lockers. And I wanted lockers so
All right.
badly.
So let's back it up for our bestie here. So in
Okay.
our town, Brooke and I both went to separate Catholic grade schools.
Catholic grade schools. You were
so
Holy
I
Ghost.
guess I was Holy Ghost and you were
was
St.
St.
Joseph the
Joseph.
Worker. And at least my school, I guess I thought it was all schools, but a majority of the Catholic schools, because our town was very, very
Small.
Catholic.
Small? Like 99% Catholic, I think.
Yeah, right. And so a lot of the middle school or the grade schools, when we got to 7th and 8th grade, spent half the day at the Catholic grade school and then half the day at a middle school where we kind of all melded together.
Like
all
a
the different
public
Catholic.
middle school.
Yeah, it's like a public middle school.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you didn't get to experience this, but you probably didn't want to because I came across my first bully,
Yeah, it doesn't sound like I missed
Jason
too much.
Furstenberg.
No!
I'm going to call out his
really?
name. Yeah.
Wow.
He was so mean to me. He used to like pull out my chair before I'd sit down on it,
Oh my
like
God.
in front of the whole class.
That's horrible.
Yes.
I almost did that at work the other day with no bully involved. I just almost missed my seat and I was like, whoa. And the girl across from me, she's like, I didn't see anything.
Well, that's way better. But
No, I'm sorry. Jason Furstenberg. Come on.
So I remember having to go to like the guidance counselor. My parents were like, you should go to the guidance counselor and tell him what's going on. So we did. And
bad.
his parents had to come sit in the room. My parents had to come sit in the room. And he had to publicly, between our parents, apologize for how he acted.
No way.
But so, I mean, granted, good for the school to do that. But I mean, and also in a
really
way, when
change
you're
anything?
middle school, you're like, this is more embarrassing and it's going to make things worse, you know?
Right. It's like you're drawing more attention to yourself at this
Yes.
point. Like
now everyone knows I'm the person who called out Bully Jason.
Even though he should be the one to be in trouble, but they're all going to be like, Mindy was a tattletale.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I survived.
Sorry about that.
Oh, God. Well, I'm way over it now. But I mean, I do feel bad for like kids. I mean, it sucks. It sucks.
It'll never stop. Bullying
No.
will always be part of our culture, which is very, very sad.
Right. But like you said earlier, people who are hurt are the ones who end up hurting.
Yeah.
And so, you know, going back to bullies in general in this dream about Eddie / Ricardo, because I really think a lot of it is about some pent
Ricardo.
up kind of things from her childhood, repressed things that she maybe hasn't fully worked through yet, that she's just maybe at a really uncomfortable position in her life. Some part of her life is uncomfortable, and it's kind of bringing back those old memories of
Ricardo.
And kind of like being knocked down over and over, because it wasn't just one thing that Eddie did. It was like insulting her sister. It was stealing her shit. It was sending emails. And it was
Calling her names.
Calling her Frank and Beans.
Just rude.
Just
Altogether rude. Eddie, I'm sorry. I'm sure you've had some bad life experiences and you're dealing with it your own way, but this is not the way to go.
It's not the way to go. There's that. And then we get to the funnest. The funnest. Then we get to the fun part of the dream, which is the department store / bra shopping experience.
That was my favorite part.
How could it not be? Oh, wow. Okay, so, and I really struggled with bras. So I'm going to send this to you first.
Okay.
When you think of bra shopping, what is a dream symbol? What kind of words come to your mind? Because I had some words come to my mind, but then I started looking into like researching it, and then I got like more confused. So off the cuff,
I
just
would
bras
say,
in general.
Oh, bras, they're very supportive.
Okay.
Or they should be, but they can also be very uncomfortable.
Exactly.
So it's kind of a dichotomy here.
It is.
Yeah, they're supportive, but they can also be. Let's do a poll, because
Yes.
honestly, is there a woman who wears bras out there that like the first thing you do when you get home is not taking off your bra? Because I know that's the first thing I do. Like I'm kind of in the parking lot already, like unclasping it, like ready to just whip that thing off as soon as I get through my
as soon
front
as
door.
possible. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, we will post the poll on our Facebook besties group. Hey, if you haven't been to our Facebook besties group yet, just search in Facebook for Remelations Besties and you'll find our group. There's a lot of cool people there, and we're going to post that poll in there if you want to answer it.
Yep. Lots of fun stuff going on there too.
Oh, which by the way, we had some very heated discussions today on what's the best fast food joint.
Oh boy.
So if you want to see that as well or vote in that poll, that's the place to be.
Check out the page.
All right. So bras, okay. What originally came to my mind was protection, constraint, uncomfortable.
When no woman has good words to say and good words to say about a bra. Right?
If I had my choice, I'd live in sports bras every day because they honestly are the best, most comfortable bras.
Just underwire. Oh, it's the bane of my existence. Like, I recently found a new bra that, because usually I know you can't see me, but there's like underwire underneath. Mm-hmm. And then there's like usually one here and like one here to kind of keep the side in.
Keep it all in.
Keep it all in. And then I found that don't have those two because those are, I feel like the side ones are always the underwire that ends up poking me. And they don't have it, and it's lovely. It's lovely.
Is there a certain brand you can get online?
Yeah, it's too small for you. Oh. It's Blaine Bryant Cash Chic.
Oh.
I think that's what they're called, but this is always...
Why? Because I'm not like a 42 skeleton?
Well, no, because it's a plus size store. You're a 42 locust.
32 locust. I'm a 32 locust. Get it right. And you're a 2 emerald.
I'm a 2 emerald. Yeah. It's so brilliant when you find a bra that works, but they're so goddamn expensive.
Totally. It is a sham. But going back to bras, I mean, but also like when I started looking, I was like maternal because of the breasts usually are maternal, but I don't think that's what this dream has anything to do
this
about.
One.
I think it's more of like a constraining type, like feeling constrained and feeling uncomfortable because she's there with her boss and she's supposed to just plop it out and measure it on this weird measuring stick.
Plop it out. Just go ahead and plop it out, ma'am. We'll record one. We'll size up one at a time.
Yeah, because they are usually different sizes.
They are.
They really should make bras that are different.
Cup sizes should be thing.
Let's go. Come on.
Come on, Third Love. Sponsor us. We'll promote you.
Totally. So the measurement system in itself is a very confusing part of the dream because it doesn't conform, right? And so I feel like it's like a non-conformity thing almost. Like, so it not being up to someone's standards or someone's norm of society. Like, this is what it has to be. It's A, B, C, D. It's 32, 34, 36. Like, it's totally wackadoo.
It's kind of, thank you for saying wackadoo.
You're welcome.
It's kind of like turning the whole thing upside down on its head. Like, numbers aren't going to mean anything. Now we're just going to have words and symbols. It's like, that's what it is. It's like everything you've known basically your whole adult life has just been scrambled up into gobbledygook.
Exactly. And overall, Lily, I feel like it's a stress dream. Yeah. I think it's about facing that bully in your life. Focusing on something different. The bully is trying different ways to like get to you, right? The different stresses. But I think it's about nonconformity. Like, try to live up to someone else's expectation of you in a way.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Be who you want to be. You're the one who got the $16 an hour entry-level job, and Eddie can go fuck himself, really.
Brava, and Eddie can go fuck himself. Ricardo Eddie.
Right? And overall, life isn't one size fits all.
Oh,
you like that?
I love that.
No, I'm just saying it's all about conformity. Like maybe Lillian, a part of her life feels like she doesn't fit in, so to say. Yeah, like she kind of feels like the outcast with that bully, and she doesn't feel like she fits into that norm and the standard.
Yeah,
but embrace it.
It's just I agree with all of that. I just think it's so funny how it came out as bra sizes and what she doesn't feel like. How she conforms, because it could be anything, but it's so true.
It could be how you dress. It could be how you speak. It can be, what you're into or, what you like to do in life. Your job. It can be really anything, but, there's no standards. We love you, Lily.
We do.
No matter what you are and choose.
What your bra size is.
No
We
matter
still love you. Whether you're a locust or a
love
peer.
your 93 pillow size boobs.
Ooh, those sound good. That could be another dream.
I really want the pillow size
If
ones.
you had dreams about size 90 pillow size boobs, send us your dream.
We'll save that for our filthy 50 episode.
Ooh. Oh my God. But can you believe it? That's like not too far away.
This is episode 40. We are 10 away. And I think what we want to maybe do again is another dirty, like we did for our dirty 30.
Yeah,
let's do
like
a filthy 50. Yeah.
But it felt
got a
like
plan.
that was going to be forever. And
Right.
oh my God, it's just right around the corner.
We're 12 episodes away from 1 year. Isn't that crazy to think?
I can't even. I'm excited. Like I have no words. I can't even believe it.
I know.
It's so
and it's so much fun to do with you every week.
I know. I was just talking about you today. Good things.
Of
Good
course.
things.
Otherwise,
Because my
my
aunt
ears
and
would be
uncle from Chicago, who I don't know if you've ever officially met them, but you know of them, the keepers.
Mm-hmm. No, never officially met.
Never officially. So they were in town with my cousin Johnny and his 3 kids. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't stay, you guys. I got to go record. And I was like, oh my God, we have so much fun. And they didn't quite understand. They're like, so does this go on the radio? I'm like,
Oh, God.
Yeah. I just said yeah, because I'm like, I don't know how to
We have a
explain
radio program.
it. Right. I'm like, I don't know how to explain it.
We're
to
disc jockeys.
Yes, we're morning rock jocks. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Like, today we're gonna crank up some Metallica.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, Lily, thank you so much for sharing that dream. It was wonderful. It cracked me up. And if you want to be cool like Lily, you know what to do by now, bestie. Send your dreams or dream stories to remelations@gmail.com. We want to hear it all. If you have a short dream, share it. If you have a long dream, we'll read it. Anything and everything goes here. No holds barred.
All right, Brookie, do you have a dream to share tonight? Today? This morning? Whatever time it is? Wherever you are.
Wherever you are, this is when it's happening. Okay, so this is kind of exciting. This is from Bo,
Love
and
the
she
name
is
Bo.
from Poland.
Woohoo!
So guess what? This is what she says. Hello, I'm Bo, sister of the beloved Mary.
Bo, you wrote a
I
dream.
know,
I love this
yay.
family.
This family's amazing.
Now, Bo, are you screaming? I hope you are. Bo.
I
Bo,
hope she
Bo.
is.
Are you
like,
screaming?
and Bo's gonna be our beloved too. She's like our beloved Mary. But
Aw.
yes, we love you too, Bo. She says, I very much enjoy your interpretations and the comedic twist you add to them. And she
Aw.
goes, I'd like to share my own scary dream. Nightmares
Jeez.
run in the family.
Obviously.
Which, if you've listened to us before, you know there's lots of scary stuff around this family. Okay. Oh, that's how it starts too. Okay, so that's how it starts.
Okay,
So I went to sleep very stressed that night. Ugh, not a good sign already. As soon as I managed to fall asleep, I woke up in my room, unable to move, just laid there, my eyes fixated on something. I slowly adjusted to complete darkness and saw a tall and lanky figure. Oh, I'm getting nervous already.
So now are we dreaming or are we awake or we do not know what we are?
This
Were we like
is-
sleep paralysis?
This is dreaming right now.
Okay.
This is dreaming.
We hope so.
We hope so. His face was beyond recognition, without any features, and still I could tell he was staring.
Oh, that just gives me the God.
Gives me the
So like
heebie-jeebies.
it's like when your kid like wakes like comes into your room and just stares at you. You don't
I
have
don't
this
know.
problem, Brooke, but like when my kids were younger, they would just like walk up to my bed and you get the feeling that someone's just staring at you, and it's the weirdest feeling. And you wake up and you're like, holy shit.
I may not have
Why are
had
you
that
here?
experience, but my mom said I used to do it to her.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's horrifying. That's so super creepy.
Don't do that to your parents. I mean, you can, yes.
I mean,
Because
if
you know
you're
what? Those days are
sleepwalking and stuff.
long
Like
gone.
I was sleepwalking when I did it. So, you know, you get that kind of
The
blank
zombie
stare.
look on
Like,
top of it.
It's even creepier, like when you're like,
But to have a face staring at you like a dark
No.
figure, but they have no
No.
eyes, but you
No
just have
features.
a feeling. Oh,
I know, it's
Bo.
creepy.
Gross.
Oh, Bo, I'm so sorry. And then in addition, arms and legs unnaturally long, I just the visuals I can't.
Okay, does this remind you of the Slender Man?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It kind of does. Like
that visual
face,
long,
extra like long.
Yeah, and then oh god, yes. Okay. I'm picturing Slender Man over her.
Yeah, I that's good. I was like, who does this remind me of now? Now I know. Okay. It looked like it was surrounded by some kind of black mist. Terrified, I closed my eyes and fell back asleep. Then I woke up again. Same thing, only now it was closer.
Oh. Nope.
No. Fell asleep.
I don't even know what I do at that point. Like, because if you fall asleep, it's going to be even closer, right? So,
fell asleep, woke up. Every time I regained consciousness, it appeared even closer and clearer than before. At some point, it reached me. No. I woke up yet again, only this time I could move.
Well, thank God.
This, I'm thinking, might be still part of the dream. Like she woke up within the dream.
Yes. It was that, like, we talked about that a few episodes ago, having the idea of sleep paralysis, like being right between that conscious and unconscious state and not being able to, you're physically not being able to move.
Terrifying.
You might be seeing something paranormal, but you really don't know. Oh God.
I would say the majority of the time it's more of like a sleep paralysis thing as opposed to like a supernatural thing. But with this family, I don't think that's the case.
Cheers.
Okay. I got up and went out of my room only to see a big mirror right outside my door. The room was slightly illuminated by the moon. I looked at myself. My reflection was weird, distorted. Eyes wide open and a smile so big it wasn't human.
Oh, God.
Oh, Bo, you're killing me here. You're killing me. These are such good writing.
Again to this family. And her sister Mary has submitted a dream before. Move out of this fucking house if you can.
You get away.
I think this house may be causing some issues.
This house is,
I'm just saying.
No.
And by the way, post a picture of this fucking house in our Facebook group because I want to see it.
I want to
send us a picture, please.
Take some pics. I want to see what this house looks like. Ooh, you might even capture something with photos. Okay. So I looked at myself. She was looking at herself in the reflection with that smile so big it wasn't human. I was horrified. Somehow I knew it wasn't me. It was the thing from earlier. I woke up again, ran downstairs to check if my mom was okay. Oh, what a nice daughter.
Yeah, completely.
Thankfully, she was. At first sight, she was. She said we were leaving for school in a moment and to get ready. So I took my backpack and went downstairs again. I looked around for my mother, nowhere to be found.
No.
Yeah, this is a doozy. Suddenly, I turn around and it's there, that thing. I couldn't move. I saw my mother laughing hysterically behind it. She told me she had been following me with a mannequin to scare me. But something was wrong with her. I knew she had become the new host of the thing. The whole ride to school was tense. Then I woke up for real.
Damn it.
This is scary. I mean, it's like textbook demonic haunting.
These sisters need to start writing screenplays for movies because honestly, you're very talented.
They are, and
your brains are very, very creative.
They're so good at explaining it to a point where you can see and feel exactly what's happening. I think they're both very gifted writers, going through unfortunate demonic.
Move out of the fucking house.
Yeah, move out of the fucking house. Listen to Mindy.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt for you guys that says "Move out of the fucking house."
Move out of the fucking house. Love Mindy and Brooke.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think pretty textbook demonic activity because even
shape
from
shifting too.
The figure, right? The figure and how she called it the faceless, the long limbs. It's just so creepy because it's like this is what they do. They trick you. They transform into
something. They made
something
to look at like something that you can trust and you can't.
That you trust, or something super creepy so that they affect you when they evoke an emotion that they can attach to. Usually it's a negative emotion, but we know these poor sisters have been tormented. But and the not being able to move and the getting closer and closer, the creepy, ominous, distorted, the part that got me, she could still feel it staring at her, even though it didn't have eyes.
Yeah.
Just that.
And the getting
sense of
closer idea.
dread.
Like,
yeah.
just
Oh.
every time you close your eyes, it just gets a little bit closer.
No.
At that point, I'm out.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm going to Chipotle.
I'm going to
See ya.
Chipotle. I need some queso.
Get me out of here and get me to your local fast food restaurant.
Do you have Chipotles in Poland? I don't know, but if you do, next time this happens,
Just go to Chipotle.
take your happy ass up out of bed and go to Chipotle. Have a burrito bowl.
You'll feel a lot better.
Yes.
Go anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere but here. I also thought the mirror thing was interesting because mirrors like what you would typically think of like kind of self-reflection, like looking at yourself, but then to realize it wasn't even her. Oh, like the demon was tricking her again. And that's what they do. They try to rattle you and confuse you. And that creepy smile. And the demon was like pleased that he was harassing her. He was like,
right.
It's just that creepy feeling where he's just like, yeah, I scared her. Yeah, I fucked with her.
Right. He's getting enjoyment from
he's getting
that.
Yes, of course. And probably a little bit stronger from it too, because it feeds off emotions.
Yes.
The last thing I wanted to talk about, which at first seemed like comic relief, was the mom playing the prank on her,
but wasn't
with the mannequin. But I'm like, that's kind of shitty. What's going on in your house, right?
Yeah.
Like you're well aware of the demonic activity. Maybe that's not the best prank to play.
No, I would say like maybe do one of those glitter bombs or confetti cannons. Like just do that kind of prank. Woo, it's fun. Let's not deal with mannequins because
mannequins are never
they're scary
good.
And they're never really mannequins. They're usually dead bodies. So not good.
But it just goes to show again, taking your mom, which is a sign of comfort and love and nurturing, and just basically fucking with poor Bo, like, haha, just kidding. You're not you. Your mom's not you. It's all me. I'm taking over.
I'm still here.
Still here. I mean, from start to finish, watching her, that horror she must have felt when she realized her mom wasn't her mom. And that demon was just straight up fucking with her. And it maybe wasn't a dream. Who knows with this kind of situation, with, this kind of
paranormal household.
Paranormal household, you could think you're dreaming and the images are just kind of implanted, or you could be dreaming and that entity could become part of your dream. Oh, Bo. Well, we're so happy you decided to share a dream. Unfortunately, it was a terrifying one.
Okay, sisters out there, our Poland friends.
Yes,
you write in something that is. Give us something else. Give us a happy dream. I want you to dream. Okay, listen to my voice. Okay, lay in bed. Put this part on. Bo, Mary, tonight you're gonna dream of happy things like fields with rainbows and unicorns, and just money falling from the sky. There's a big table with cake and all the good food you ever wanted to eat on it. And then there's just beautiful music playing. And that's the dream I want you to have.
Oh, that was lovely. I love the variety of things offered at rainbows, unicorns, cake.
Money from the sky, right? Who doesn't
sounds like a good dream. I'm going to try to repeat that in my head tonight. And I'll keep you posted if I dream about it. Oh my God. Thank you, Bo. We love your family. You guys are amazing. And again, we always send out light and love your way for protection and for safety.
And of course, Mary is one of our sleepover squad members. So if you want to be cool like Mary and her sister Bo, we want you to join our sleepover squad. And you can do that by going to remelations.com/support. And what you get in our sleepover squad is like access to Brooke and I. We can chat. We can see some extra behind the scene videos, extra monthly videos. I mean, come on, you want to see our faces, trust us. Well, not tonight, because I'm not wearing makeup. Not tonight.
Me neither. You want to see us how we really are. You got to join the sleepover squad.
There's a lot behind this voice, people.
Yeah, we share it all. We share the video. It's not just the audio. You want to join this party.
You want to join our sleepover party because honestly, just a few bucks a month helps us pay for our podcast hosting and things like that. And you can sign up for as little as $1 a month. And so if you do that, we would greatly appreciate it and give you a shout out on the show.
And every little bit helps. Hey, Mindy, guess what?
Chicken butt.
Yes, that's all I had to say.
Yay, that's what I thought.
You got it right.
God, welcome back to the 90s.
I know, my God.
Or as I heard lately, people refer to the 2000s as the aughts.
Oh, the aughts, because it's 0, 04, 05, 06. It's the aughts.
I think, is that a new thing now that we're so far out of the aughts now? That's like called the aughts.
So far out of the aughts. No, I think because aught is more of an older term. You know, like you would say 19-aughts. 10 or 1907 for like 1907.
The 1800s to the 1900s were the turn of the century. So they had to have something different than turn of the century. So they came up with the aughts.
The aughts.
Okay.
But also, you know, I don't think many people were thinking about aughts in like 1700 to 1800. So things just progressed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Aughts.
The aughts.
I'm not an aught. So you've heard of King Tut, right?
Yeah, kind of like wasn't he like a young Egyptian ruler?
Yes. So I recently heard from my good friend Joy. She went to the King Tut exhibit at the National Geographic Museum in DC.
Oh God, I would love to go there.
There's so many.
I am such a museum nerd.
Oh my God, Mindy, then you should go sometime. Seriously.
Yeah.
That city you would love. Every part of that city has a meaning.
I've never been to DC.
Every statue has a meaning. This horse has 1 foot in the air. That means one thing. Yeah. This horse is all 4 feet on the ground. That means what? Right. Everything means something. Yes. It's so cool.
I've never been to the DC area. I think the next vacation my husband and Mark and I are planning is to start in DC and then drive down the coast to Florida and just like do like a 2-week.
Do it.
Hit every small town. But I want to start in DC because I've never hit all.
You would love it,
museums.
Especially how like you like all the museums. So many of them are free. I mean, some of them you can pay for, totally worth it. But like you can do so much.
So this was which one was it?
The National Geographic Museum. Okay. So she took a picture of this interesting part of the exhibit to share with me. And I'm going to share just part of it because I think it's pretty cool. So because it was about the afterlife in Egyptian civilization. Ancient Egyptians believed each night they died and each morning they awoke reborn. Oh. So life and death were intricately linked. So sleep was a form of death and death was a form of sleep, which is like they basically, you die every night when you sleep, and then you wake up reborn. I'm like, oh,
every day is that's a interesting outlook.
It's kind of like we say, it kind of fits with like sayings we use today. Every day is a new day, or tomorrow's going to be.
But I'm still married to who I'm married to, and I still have my kids. And
I thought I died and was going to wake up to something better.
Right? If every day it was like the show Quantum Leap, which we talked about before, like every day you start.
Quantum Leap?
Yes, but they are doing a reboot of it, by the way.
With who? Do you know who's going to be in it?
Okay. Hold on, I'll look.
This is very exciting.
NBC reveals the idea that they're doing a reboot of the plot line for Quantum Leap.
Woohoo!
Which was like, for a bestie out there who doesn't know, Quantum Leap was like a 1990s sci-fi drama that had this guy, Sam Beckett, who every day pretty much jumped into a new life. So one day he's a 1940s African-American baseball player. Oh, yes, exactly. And the next time he's a woman who is in
pregnant.
The 1980s and pregnant. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Like, it's totally different.
It's a great show. And he's got a guy that helps him along the way.
Ziggy helps him. So anyways, it's been playing a lot on Sci-Fi, and they've been promoting this reboot of it. So I am very excited to see who it is. It looks like it's a male. So it's a character named Ben.
Oh, they changed the name?
Yes, and then the Ziggy is a female, looks like.
That's what you just said you wanted it to be.
Right, bring a female into the mix. Yes. Come on. So anyways, it looks like it's in production, Universal Television. Yay! We'll see about it. Anyhow, so it's kind of that same idea. Like every day you get booted into a new life.
Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of the interesting part because as I dug a little deeper, I found out some interesting facts about Egyptian civilization. Mm-hmm. And the first written record of dream interpretation was from the ancient Egyptians in 1350 BC.
Wow. That's
So we
really
feel like
old.
we're on top of all this, but guess what? This shit's been going on since 1350
prophecies.
BC.
I mean, so many prophecies that in history have been based on dreams.
Oh yeah, and
I would be a professor, a prophet.
a prophet.
Right?
Yes.
I would be the biggest professor there ever was with all my
You
dreams.
be the biggest professor.
I would tell Egypt to move to wherever they went to across the Red Sea because they wouldn't listen to me because I'm female back then.
No, not then.
No.
Not in 1350 BC, but maybe now. I don't know. Not quite yet, but
Not
soon
probably.
enough. But the record of it was called the Chester Beatty Papyrus. And I'm like, ooh, we all
sounds
know
fancy.
papyrus from, our font we all love. So I thought
Paper.
that was very interesting.
Okay.
It's the Chester Beatty Papyrus is the oldest dream book in existence.
Wow. Oh,
I know.
Can I see it? Does it
This
still
is
exist?
the part that got me, that I'm like, I gotta tell Mindy.
Is it in a museum somewhere?
The book portrayed images of what the dreams meant. And I'm like,
Yes.
that's what Mindy does. She draws out stuff. Like, it was blowing my mind. I'm
Okay,
like,
so the first ever dream journal was from Egypt.
yep. If you want
Okay.
to, yep. The first ever dream journal. And like you were saying, like dreams are very important and sacred,
Yeah.
to them. And they saw dreams as of the utmost importance and had dream interpreters. And they were called masters of the secret things. I'm like, oh my God.
We are masters of the secret things.
The master of the secret things.
Damn it, that's us.
I'm like,
Okay, that's the
so
podcast
cool.
episode.
Master
The
of the
masters
of the secret
of
things.
the secret things.
How badass is that?
They
were
love that
actually-
title.
That's
Can you
gotta be
shorten
the
it?
title.
Like MSTs?
I don't know if anyone would understand.
MOTS. Okay, I dyslexic. So give me a second.
Most
MOTST. We're the mots. I had to write it out.
Roll off the tongue, does it?
We're the mots of society. Mots.
Someday we hope to be the mouths of society. But they were actually temple priests, so you know that these were important people in ancient Egypt.
Sure.
And the priests were educated, and most of their knowledge was taken from, this is also super cool, the Book of the Dead.
Ooh.
Yes, it's like a book of Egyptian wisdom. And it's the system of belief that Egyptians said that gods revealed themselves in dreams. And they also saw that dreams gave warnings, advice, and prophecies.
Of course. They do. They still do.
They still do. I was like, they knew it. 1350 BC. This is what was so fascinating to me. It's like, God damn.
Before Jesus was here.
This was before Jesus was
here. Bring back the Catholic school. Like before Jesus came.
We know what BC means. We went to Catholic school. But I just thought that was so interesting because it's like, that's what we're doing
They really
now,
do. Yeah.
Today. I mean, we're doing with a comedic twist. I think back then it was much more serious situation, but bringing it back to King Tut, because, they were saying it's very important for them to be able to kind of understand this life and death related to the dreaming. So through the conscious dream travel, ancient Egypt's, they called them frequent flyers.
I'm a totally frequent flyer. I am part of that Mile High Club.
Right.
The Dreaming
really?
Mile High Club. No,
the
real
Dreaming
one.
Mile High Club. Okay. Well,
Although if I had a chance.
Yeah, I've never really had a chance either.
If I had enough money to take a private jet. I mean, you can't do it on a commercial flight. That'd be weird.
It'd be tight. It'd be very tight.
They frown upon two people getting in there. I mean, there's really not enough room for your knees.
There's barely enough room for one person.
I have sex with my knees. On a commercial flight. No one else. I can lick my knees all I want.
That's sexy. I'll count that as the Mile High Club.
Okay.
If you were
next time
bent over in the bathroom licking your knees, I will count that as the Mile High Club.
All right, I'm going to take that as a challenge.
Yeah, it is a challenge.
I'll put that on Patreon. I'll put that on the sleepover squad if it ever happens.
Ooh, yeah. Oh my God.
I'm not flying anywhere anytime soon because flights are expensive. But go ahead.
Yes, they are. But next time.
Next time.
So
the opportunity.
these frequent flyers explored the roads of the afterlife and the multidimensional universe. So this is very interesting because it was understood that true initiation and transformation takes place in a deeper reality accessible through the dream journey.
Absolutely.
Beyond the body, which is kind of taking it back to King Tut because he would have had to be able to travel through this multiverse between awake and sleep and death and life. It's also intertwined in their civilization that it's like, it's so fascinating to think how that's what they thought. Life.
But I think I've heard that too before for people who believe in multi-dimensions is that your dreams are not necessarily dreams. They are a part of your life in another dimension. And so the fact that they believe that in 1300 BC is...
Yeah, it's crazy.
Before they had the Marvel movies of...
Yeah, how are we
Doctor Strange and moving portals of different dimensions? Like...
I think I even said multiverse. Like, that's totally Marvel instead of multi-dimensional universe is what I said multiverse.
Same thing.
It is basically the multiverse. My God, gods are flying around, going through different areas. This is the last thing I wanted to say because it kind of, again, wraps it up. A rightful king must be able to travel between the worlds. In fact, ancient people said sleep was the little death. For in dream state, and in death, we have no physical body, but create images of one of our great virtual realities.
That's incredible.
Wasn't that interesting? I was like, wow. They did it. Thanks, Joy, for turning us on to that.
Yes, and thank you, Brooke, for researching the kind of the Egyptian theology of dreams. That's
so fascinating. Like, they're the first. They're the first.
Wow.
That's so cool. I was really interested in that.
What an incredible civilization.
How much they pyramids did, like the pyramids. It's like, how did you guys do that?
Aliens. Some people think
could be aliens.
I don't know. Have you ever been to? You've never been to Egypt?
No, that's one place
I totally visit.
I would like to go. It's not like number one on my list, but it's on there. I'd like to see the pyramids.
I would too. I mean, wow. But thanks for sharing that. I think that is really incredible.
Who knew? Who knew that it's been going on this long?
Hey, bestie, do you remember a couple of weeks ago we were hashtagging what does Alice Cooper dream? Well, I'm not saying it's much of anything because Alice Cooper did not reply, but his wife did like our Instagram post.
Yeah. Yes, she did.
Yeah, she did. Cheryl Cooper liked our post. Thank you, Cheryl. Like, oh my God. Like, we keep getting these people that are like 1 degree away from their celeb.
So close. We've got Jeff Goldblum and Alice Cooper
this close.
And these are two of the coolest people could possibly respond. We'll take their wives. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll take their wives' likes.
Totally.
God damn, it's so cool.
Okay, Brooke. So weird thing. So yesterday you texted me. You were in a little bit of a fender bender. You want to
Another one.
You want to tell our bestie what the fuck happened?
Yeah. This is okay. So
because I haven't even heard the whole story yet. I heard bits and pieces, but I said save it for the pod.
Yep, we sometimes I can't tell her anything. She's like, nope, wait. But same for me. I'm like, let's save it.
Okay. So what happened?
So
you're okay, obviously.
Yes, I'm fine. No one's hurt or anything, but I don't know if you, Bessie, you recall, I don't know, when was it? Several weeks ago, I was in my friend's car when we got rear-ended, and that was like a 4-car accident. And I was like, okay, that sucks. And then, God damn it, if someone just doesn't back into me in my own parking lot of work.
Oh, your work parking lot.
Work. Yeah. Not even like out on the road. Like she just legit backed into me.
How does that happen?
This is how I found out. So it was the end of the day and we were all kind of like saying goodbye to each other. And this girl walks in. She's obviously a credit union employee because she had access. I just haven't met everybody yet. And she comes in and she goes, does anyone drive a white Toyota?
Oh, shit.
And my head immediately just went like my head just dropped. I'm like, what? Just tell me. And I just head down, raised my hand, like, yep. And she was like, I backed into your car.
Oh, no.
And she's like, can I just give you a couple $100? I don't want to get insurance involved.
That's not how Wait, hold on. That's not. Wait, hold on. What? Back up. Hold on, sweetie. 1 second. It's not quite how it works, but okay.
But okay, so I own my car. I don't have a car.
Woohoo!
Payment.
Neither do I. What an amazing feeling that is. We have no car payments. Ooh.
No.
Do you know the average car payment right now is $792 a month?
What?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way I could afford that. That's why it's like, I'm going to drive this car till it dies.
Me too.
So that's why I was a little more relaxed about the situation, because I was like, okay, I know I've been backed into in parking lots where the person hasn't been there. And if I had walked out, I wouldn't have even known. At least she had the decency to come in and like ask. And I was like, you're a good person for doing that. I'm like, she was all shaken. I'm like, let's go take a look.
So you haven't even seen your car
I
by
didn't even
this
see
point.
my car yet. She just comes in and I'm thinking,
oh, how old is she? Younger than us?
Younger.
Okay.
Younger. Yeah. Okay. And so she was just, and it might have been her first accident. Yeah. I don't know, but she was like literally like kind of almost crying and shaking. And I'm like, let's just go take a look. Like, let's just take a look. And there were some minor scratches that I think can be buffed out, but there were 2 bigger scratches, but I'm like, it's not really worth, to me at least, it wasn't really worth the time and trouble to go through insurance. If she's like, I'm like, you don't need to pay me hundreds of dollars.
I can go get an estimate and then we can figure it out.
I will buff out what I can and get something for the 2 bigger scratches.
Sure.
You know, like
if she's that forthcoming and you work with her in the same company, like you don't have to involve insurance.
Yeah, and it's like if I had a new car or a newer car, I would have probably been like, yeah, I'd really like to get insurance involved. But I know this car. I just hit 99,000 miles this month.
Oh, it's still a baby.
Actually, like this week. It's still kind of a baby.
I'm at 180,000.
Whoo, girl, good job.
But I drive like I don't know, 20,000 miles.
Yeah, you drive a lot. You drive like 50 miles a day.
Yeah.
So she was very upset. And of course, like I said, me being me, I give her a hug in the middle of the parking lot.
So she backed into your car and you're the one who gave her a hug.
She was so upset, and she's young, and I know how that feels. Yeah. Like, it's so scary, especially like the first time, or even if it's every time. Even when it happens now, it's upsetting.
Yeah.
So, of course, I end up hugging her, and I'm like, it's okay. Aww. It's going to be okay. We're going to make it through this. But, like, as I was driving home, I was like, God, the last few months have really sucked. And I was like, that was just one. Like, we had that really bad day at work. Everyone had a bad day. And I'm like, I just got that extra little cherry on the top.
You are the employee of the month.
Yeah, I should be.
Not the way you want to
Even though I've only been there 2 months.
Oh, my God.
So I'm okay. She's okay. I wasn't in the car, obviously.
She's
okay.
Bender.
She had nothing wrong on her car. I just had those. And I have the smallest car. It's like, you didn't hit the big truck that's next to me that's sticking out. Like you somehow found the littlest car to find in the parking lot.
Aww.
But I actually felt bad for her.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, at that age, you do.
You do. You know, it's not great. It's a scary situation, insurance, all that stuff. But
do you remember the first accident you were ever in?
I do. I think I was in college. I was going to Clark, and I was driving to school. I lived at home at the time. And when I got into my car, I think it was the P-Wagon. I'm not even going to lie. I think it was the P-Wagon.
Okay, for our bestie out there who doesn't know, P-Wagon is a reference to the Grease movie.
Yes.
It's a real P-Wagon. But Brooke and her brother shared a car that was called the P-Wagon.
Well, we had to name it something. It was maroon. It was a maroon station wagon, and we just all called it that because it was like the opposite of a P-Wagon, really. No one was that was the funny thing. It was the opposite. Okay, so you're like 18, 19? 18 or 19. Mm-hmm. And before I had gotten in the car, before I left, I had slammed my hand in the door. Like, not super bad, but, like where you're like...
enough to piss you off.
All your fingers hurt and they're like kind of torn up, but none were broken. But like, it was just one of those, God damn, that hurt. And I was pulling up to a stoplight and I was like kind of shaking my hand and I looked down at it And right when I looked down at it, boom, I just hit the person in front of me.
You just took your foot off the brake.
Yeah, I took my foot off the brake. So luckily we were at a stoplight. You know, that wasn't high speed or anything. But the guy came out and he was screaming at me. And of course, I just started bawling.
Of
because,
course.
like, it's scary when this stuff happens. And he's like, well, we're going to pull over here. I'm like, okay, fine. And then I called my dad and he got so mad. My dad's not even like that angry kind of person. No, your dad is not. Which is surprising. I'm like, Dad, he yelled at me. And it's like, he got so mad that this guy got so angry with me. And I was like, that is really cute because my dad doesn't like react to things like that. And he's like, he yelled at you? It was just like, oh, it was so cute. He was so mad. I mean, we both walked away okay, very minimal damage. I don't even know if there was any damage, but the experience I remember because the guy was so rude. So rude. It's like, you know what? Accidents happen, people, and it's very stressful, and I get it. But all you can do is work together because both of us have to like deal with this situation now. It sucks.
It happened.
But
there's no turning
you
around.
had a pretty bad accident a few years ago, didn't you?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did. I had a Kia Sedona minivan. Nice black. We called her Black Mamba.
Oh, I love that name.
Well, you have to name your cars. You know how it goes.
Well,
I was driving. I know. I was driving down to get the kids. So I was driving down a very kind of like busy road, lots of like retail on both sides. Driving just straight, and this woman just turns in front of my car, like makes a left-hand turn into my lane, and I just T-bone her. Like she didn't have. I had the green light. I don't know what happened.
What the hell was she thinking?
I don't know. And pretty bad, like airbags deployed. And I remember
you got burns, like serious burns.
I got burns on my hand from the chemicals on the airbag, and that had to be dealt with insurance. I remember pulling over, and the first thing I was worried about is I was on my way to pick up my kids from school. Right. So I had to call my daughter, who was the oldest and had a driver's license at the time. She was 16. I'm like, you need to pick your sisters up from school. I'm fine. Right? I was in an accident, but I'm not going to be there. You'll pick up your sisters from school. So she took care of that, and she like, whatever, great. And then I called my husband, and I was like, I was in an accident. You need to come here. And so he got there, and I was like tough and fine until the moment he put his arm around me, and I just bawled.
Why does that happen?
I was fine, like adrenaline, until like as soon as he gave me a hug, I lost it.
Yes, it's so weird how that happens, though.
Lost it.
Oh my God. It's like, because you have to kind of hold it together for a bit.
Yeah, and the woman I had turned in front of me, like, was fine. Like, she was fine. She got out of her car, and she's like, I don't know what happened. I didn't see you. I'm like, you turned on a green light, and I was like,
I was there on the road. You didn't see me. You went directly into me.
Like, I think the person in front of her turned, and like she just followed, not like looking at traffic. But I mean, she was apologetic and everything. But here's the kicker. So, like, our cars get towed. My car is completely totaled, and they get towed, and here my daughter's blankie was in the car. And so, like, she gets to my house. She's like, where's my blankie? I'm like, well, it's in the car that got towed. Here's a blankie that my grandma made. Like, here, sleep with grandma blankie, and I'll get it tomorrow. She went to sleep fine. Next day, I go to the tow yard to get my car, and because there was insurance issues, they're like, you can't get anything out of the car. I'm like, I need my daughter's blankie. That's all I want. I don't, there's nothing else in the car. I just need a yellow 3x2 blankie out of the car. They were such dicks. Would not let me get anything out of the car until insurance proved whose fault it was.
Well, I think that was kind of clear whose fault it was. It really need to be that much of investigation. Did you go to the store and buy a 3x2 yellow blankie and try to pass it off? Because make it all dirty and stuff.
She's like 12 by this point. She knows what's her blankie, but she still wants it. It's not like she was
it's
too.
A comfort thing.
Yeah, no. And so did not get the blankie back. It took an extra couple days. Insurance got the whole thing figured out.
That was scary.
It was scary. Now I still have a scar on my hand from the accident. You see it?
Oh, I do. Oh, that's a big one.
It's still there.
Wow.
Yeah, those chemicals that come out of
they're no joke.
Bags are not jokes.
No joke. But at least none of your kids were in the car. You were on the way. That's the only good part of this story. But
Yeah, just to get in my husband's arm and completely break down. Because I'm a pretty strong woman who can just deal with her shit. But at that moment, at
some point you
cried.
need someone to hold you.
Yes.
You know what? Like you're staying strong and you are always helping others and keeping them safe. And it's like sometimes you just need to collapse and have someone take care of you.
And R.I.P. Black Mamba.
Oh, R.I.P. Black Mamba. Maybe there can be a Black Mamba 2 or a green Mamba.
A pea coop.
She's a real pea coop.
She's a real pea minivan. I don't know. Possibly.
Doesn't quite have
roll
the
off
same
the tongue.
flow as the pea wagon.
So what's your week like? Other than your accident week was good? Anything coming up that's exciting?
I gotta tell you something.
Please.
I know we talked about this like a few weeks ago and how I got a reprieve from camping.
But now you have to go. This
is happening, kids, this weekend. This is happening for real on Saturday.
So one night?
One night.
Okay.
I'm going to have to keep you posted. But it's a group thing. But it was a group thing last year that I did not survive through, where I had to have Chad come pick me up. But he's coming this year. So I'm hoping because he grew up camping and all that, I'm hoping the fact that he's there, he'll be able to calm me down if I lose my shoes or anything like last year. But it should be fun. We're not doing tubing. We're all going on some boats.
Fun.
During the day. And then we're camping. And then the next day's all day boat ride too. So you can do as little or as much as you want based on what your availability is. I'm excited.
You're going to survive it. And I can't wait to hear the update. Oh, by the way, speaking of updates, my kids did survive not having air that last week. Oh my God. They woke up.
God. I can't believe fine. That was the first thing I was going to ask you. I was so nervous.
They survived a house with 80 degrees. My God.
Barely. Be like, hey, if you guys want to chip in for the bill, we'll crank that thing all day and all night. But until then, you're getting 80 degrees. Open a window.
That's damn straight you are.
What about you? How was your week?
Wow. Well, I will say we shot a wedding this weekend. So we finished up our 9-week crazy
back to back.
5 weddings left the season, but we had 9 weddings in a row. And it was so rough. And leading up, the kids and I are going on vacation next week, so things have been so stressful. But this wedding was amazing.
You showed me a couple pictures and of just the city skyline, not even of the wedding, and it was stunning.
Our business has brought us into so many unique situations. One of them being this weekend, we shot a wedding that was on a architecture tour boat of Chicago. So it went up and down the Chicago River. It went out into the Lake Michigan. We saw the fireworks. It
awesome.
Was insane. So planner was amazing. Florist, food, great. DJ was a bit of a weirdo. But
there's always got to be one
thing.
He was
making out with his girlfriend the whole time. We've worked with them once before. Awful. I would never recommend it.
That's uncomfortable.
Just getting drinks, asked for vegan meals, and then made out with his girlfriend the whole time. And not mixing songs.
It is not about you today, dude.
To the point where at one point the bride came up to me and goes, I hate this song. It was on my do not playlist. I don't know why he's not playing anything I requested. I said, I got it. I'll take care of it. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. And so I watched the planner.
Mindy.
Oh my God. I watched the planner. I'm like, and she was on my side. She's like, this dude's an idiot.
No one was digging it.
No. So we got that taken care of. Fine. But the fact that we were just going up and down the Chicago River under all these, in the heart of Chicago on this boat, dancing party.
At night,
it was just incredible. So one of the coolest weddings we've ever had the opportunity to photograph.
I'm putting it in the vault. That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to keep it up there.
Oh my God, Brooke. But I'm going to tell you, don't hire this DJ.
Tell me his name. He'll be on my do not call list.
All right. Well, I think tonight's been a lot of fun. And I just want to say to our bestie out there, if you've been having fun, I want you to tell someone about the show.
Yes.
Of course, tell your best friend and tell your sister, like Mary and Bo.
Yeah.
Tell that damn woman at the department store measuring your bra That you're not going to plop your boob out on a stick.
That you're not a 32 locust.
That you're not a 47 throw blanket.
That's my size, actually.
37 throw blanket.
I'm a 37 throw blanket.
Or tell that like spooky looking slender man in your bedroom about the podcast. I mean, maybe he'll listen, maybe he won't, but
I would tell
just
him,
set him straight.
Listen to this podcast and also get out. But make sure you tell him both things. Yeah.
Please. If you tell them about the podcast, that's how we grow. Because you know what? How you rank on Apple charts and stuff is about how many new followers you get every week. So look at your app right now and hit follow. It's really easy. Brooke's got her phone out. She's doing it now. It took you this long? Just kidding.
No, I was just demonstrating like a flight attendant.
She was demonstrating. So hit that follow button on your favorite podcast player. That's how we grow. That's how we get ranked on charts. And that's how more people find out about us, which means more dreams and more crazy stories for you.
More fun. Today was really fun. You're right. We had quite opposite ends of the spectrum
totally
with our
opposite
dreams today. So we want to thank Lily for making us laugh and Bo for making us
cringe,
sit on the edge of our seats and pull our hair out a bit. It was a great episode. So thank you both, Lily and Bo, for submitting.
All right, bestie. Next week's a new week where we read more dreams. But until then,
sweet dreams, bitches.